Clinical processes typically are driven by evidence-based practices that have got inherited, and they come down because heads of departments of very large institutions like ours gather them from their experience as well as international standards, and there are very clear protocols, clinical pathways as we call them. So there is complete comfort for you that these exist. Otherwise, we'll have significant challenges with respect to dealing with outcomes. The second part of the clinical areas are infection, and hospital-based infection globally is a problem. And you will be surprised to note that it is as much a problem in the US as much as it is in India. While we are considered a more dusty country, the reality is that US has similar challenges with respect to hospital-based infection. Probably the underlying causes are different, but this is a challenge. And there are very strict protocols and guidelines that reasonably successful hospitals have to necessarily follow, otherwise they won't have become successful. The third piece is the non-clinical aspect. NABH and JCI are accreditation standards which are covering both clinical and non-clinical. Most hospitals are forced to move to the accreditation process because there is one is there's a disincentive. It will cost a little more cost, for adhering to those accreditation norms. But the incentive is that, like in the West, I think there's an incentive that you get paid better if you are an accredited hospital. So there's an incentive for hospitals, and they're adopting it more aggressively now. So NABH is accreditation standard for hospitals, which is driving, and it is covering non-clinical aspects. However, last point. Having said all this, I think the proof is in actually demonstrating some of those. And I believe strongly, and we are instituting significant investments into training, because nobody minds wedding. Wedding is going to be a reality. Wedding is going to be a reality, but nobody minds wedding as long as they know why they're wedding and how long the wait is going to be. I think an edgy customer